So it's been a busy few weeks in Olympia, and part of the focus right now is on policy bills and trying to get policy bills through the process. This last week I had hearings on a couple bills that I think are pretty interesting and folks may want to hear about. One deals with an issue that I've been working on actually for a few years. The district I represent has one of the largest populations of military families and veterans in the entire state. And we're a stronger community because of that, because folks who've served our country come back to our community and try to make a difference. And one of the things that I've heard pretty consistently is when service members come back and are looking to get into the civilian workforce, sometimes they run into challenges. Last year, for example, I passed a law that had our community and technical colleges look at providing credit for military experience and actually for some other prior experiences, providing college credit for that so that folks wouldn't have to, in essence, relearn things they already knew. To me, it's important that our state sort of reward knowledge rather than rewarding seat time. This year we're taking the next step in that process and moving away from just college credit to even looking at issues of providing professional licenses. So I've got two bills, one of which has already passed out of committee and the other of which hopefully soon will be, looking at providing having military experience count towards folks getting a professional license. It's just the right thing to do. The folks who've served our country have valuable skills. For example, I talked with a guy who was a battlefield medic who came back home, wants to become a nurse. It makes sense that that prior experience would count as he's seeking a professional license. Same thing, spoke with a guy who drove truck through the battlefields of Afghanistan, wants to get a commercial driver's license. It makes sense that that prior experience would count as he seeks a professional license, and that's part of the effort on that front. The other bill that I've been working on deals with really trying to crack the nut on a challenge that's not just a problem here in Washington State, but really everywhere, and that is making sure folks are able to actually save some money. Times like these, savings matters. It matters for the state of Washington, obviously, where I wish the state had saved more money, so we'd be more prepared to handle the up and downs of this economy, but it also matters for our families as well. Only a third of Americans have any savings at all, and one of the ways we've sought to address that, that other states have sought to address that, is by providing a new product that financial institutions are allowed to provide where they can offer prizes for thriftiness. In some states they call it Save to Win, and the notion is this. Folks would be encouraged to save money with the inducement of potential cash prizes, anything from a small cash prize to up to $100,000. In Michigan, the way they've done this is folks could open up a 12-month certificate of deposit with a minimum opening deposit of just $25 and an unlimited amount of deposits they could make throughout the year. And here's the catch: for every $25 that they put in, they earn a chance at cash prizes. It's an interesting model in that there's no downside. On the upside, you could win large cash prizes. The downside is you could sock away a bunch of money in your savings account, and that just makes good sense. Right now, under the law in our state, that type of product wouldn't be allowed, and so we've got a bill that would allow it. It's unique in a few ways. First, this isn't a new government program. This is simply enabling the private sector to offer a new product that encourages people to save money. It also is unique in that it's proven. In the state of Michigan, there's some terrific data that suggests that it encouraged more people to save money, it encouraged savings of a larger amount of money, and encouraged people who hadn't ever saved money before, people who might be lower income or middle income folks who have had challenges saving money in the past. Savings matters. It helps you weather these sorts of economic storms that we're dealing with right now, and that's really what this bill is geared towards doing. The bill is Senate Bill 5232. We had a terrific hearing on it, and I'm really hoping we'll get it moving through the process and hopefully signed into law. So that's that bill, and I look forward to giving you more information about what's cooking down in Olympia the next time we sit down.